Yes. We're back. We're back. When last we left our band of intrepid heroes, I decided to create the world's weirdest missile cruiser. To actually get something decent out of these treaty cruisers. And we were just 3 months away from actually getting China's first fully modern jet-capable carriers. And we're still fighting the Second Sino-Russian War. Still. I mean, we're kicking the teeth in 7 ways from Sunday. So, that's something. But I don't know how long that's going to last for. Right then. So without further ado, let's continue. An attack on a convoy, and I have my battle cruiser back in service. Hopefully she'll be leading this force. Yes, she is. And the Russians don't have anything to counter her because I battered all of their surface assets in the region. If only the US would join me. It'd be nice if they would. Another carrier battle. I mean, if the Russians want to commit suicide by carrier, they absolutely can. I mean, they're right in my territory. I have all the land-based naval. I have all the land-based aviation I could ever want, and yeah, this is just going to go badly. In every way that's possible. Like, this is not going to be good for them. We'll find them. There can only be the Russian light carriers. The Russians don't have any fleet carriers left operable. Okay, apparently an IL-76 shot down something. But where and what, we don't know. Well, never mind. Now we do. Right, we know where they are. Let's go get them. Get me a force of dive bombers. With a heavy escort. Target is the enemy carriers. Strike will be coordinated. How far away is it? 400 miles. How far is it? 200 miles? Oh. Wow. I have to send that as a medium strike and send the torpedo bombers with guided ordnance instead. Since that's the only alternative. Right. Hey, Timu is subscribed for 9 months. Thank you, Timu. And there goes our strike. But of course, they will now be being harassed by our land-based aviation, because I bet you any money. Yep, I bet you any money our land-based aviation's coming out to have a crack at them. Our land-based boys do so love a chance to have a crack at. Oh, never mind. Enemy carrier's got a strike off against us. There's 4 dive bombers on our jet fighters are pouncing on it. This won't be a problem at all. Yeah, they just completely missed. This isn't really surprising. Our counterattack's going to do a lot more damage to them than they do to us. Okay, our aircraft have probably found their carriers, I hope. Come on. Come on. Come on. They're right. You literally flew over them. Are you... Really? You flew over them and you... I just... That is very frustrating. You flew right over them. Just says if it floats, sink it. Oh, believe me, my friend, I absolutely plan to. Enemy paints carriers blue, invisible. It's quite funny, actually, that all three carriers we've ended up with are US. They're all either carriers bought from the US in the form of Bening, she's a Bennington class, rebuilt in China. Leaning, which was the ex-battlecruiser Lexington, also we rebuilt into a straight-deck carrier that then became a full Cadabar carrier. And, of course, Seaning, which was Saratoga, the carrier Saratoga, which then also was refitted and became a Cadabar carrier. Dearie me. Right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the enemy will be repositioning for another strike in the morning. Though we'll see. I'm not entirely sure if they will or not. I don't know. One of the things with the AI in Rule Waves is it can be somewhat hard to second guess them. You never quite know what they're going to do. It can be a little annoying. You think you've got them banged to rights, and suddenly they turn around and pull the equivalent of a 180 on your ass, and you're left scratching your head wondering how the fuck they did it. Not to worry, though. Our preponderance of land-based aviation will find them. And indeed they did. We found them early in the morning. And we know exactly where they are. So once again, we're going to work up a strike. And this time, they're within range of my dive bombers to carry all the heavy ordnance they want to carry. Including 2,000-pound bombs. So 1,000-pound bombs are what my dive bombers carry. But we will have to have a very heavy escort, simply down to the fact that we need to punch through and deliver this strike. But, in theory, we should be able to get away with it. What's target range? 280... 187. Well, we could... Hang on, what's the... Oh, yeah, you need to be torpedoes, not guided. Okay, there we go. So, we've got a strike that's being readied. So, we need to close down the target. Increase the flank speed. We can also wait for better intel as well, hopefully. There's a land-based strike going in. Let's see if they find anything. Yep, they did indeed. So now we know exactly where the enemy carriers are. And, most importantly, they're within range. But again, the strike's too far away. Right. Send off the Send off the torpedo bombers and the light jet fighters. They're ready to go. We'll try and keep closing down the carriers. So close. Nearly within range. Nearly within range. Nearly, not quite. So close. So close. Come on. Come on. We can do this. Or are the pilots more competent than ruin on colleges in the night shift? I don't know how to answer that one. 192 nautical miles. Nope, still too far away. Okay, so we have accurate intelligence. We know exactly where they are. Right there. Right. So in that case then, what I can do is I can also ready... some light jet fighters as escort. Now that I know where the enemy is. Well, something just got hit by a missile. That's good. Missile hits are always good. 190, just 3 more nautical miles and we can launch. Yep, that's it. Okay, select ready. Launch strike. Come on, boys, find them. I will say one thing for these Russian light carriers. They're bloody good. They're bloody good at running away. I'll give them that. Did medium damage to one light. This is what happens. We keep damaging their light carriers, but I can never pin the buggers down. Compromise. Are you kidding me? Compromise piece? Oh, I was so close to fucking winning the war. Right, that's fine. That's not a problem. You know, we can get by. Well, out of the 2 surface combatants, Sihai is actually now the more modern of the 2, I think. She's had a rebuild in 1948. Kang Ding is also had a rebuild in 1948. Keep the... Yeah, we'll keep Sihai around with her elite crew. So Kang Ding will go into the reserves. We need a new tranche of light cruisers because we really don't have enough. And the ones we do have, we have to keep around. All the carriers have to stay in active service until the new ones come in. All of the older all of the old destroyers from the 30s that we've been using need to go into mothballs. Basically, any destroyer we have that doesn't carry anti-shipping missiles that isn't one of the Anshuns can go to the breakers. We've got new corvettes as well. They can actually go into mothballs as they are just for you know what the word is. You know what the word is. Keeping an eye on things. But yeah. Once we finish the carrier build out, we'll be able to Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, so most... Yeah, so literally most of the shoot-downs in that war were done by our fighters. Okay. No thanks. We have 19-inch guns. That's fine. There we go. And we can afford... yes, I do. And she should actually just be able to carry... Yep, she can carry light jet fighters and jet attack. And that's actually fine. Good. Was I working up a heavy jet fighter? I wasn't, but I'm buying the license to the Brewster Helldiver. I need a heavy jet fighter. That's good. 3-inch AA. Fully automatic. That's good. Well, in that case, then, we can change light jet fighters to heavy jet fighters. Now, this is really gonna... Actually, what if we have one group of heavy jet and one group of light jet? That only brings us one over, and then we drop that down to 7 aircraft. There we go. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, so we have one large squadron of heavy jets for escort, and a squadron of light jet fighters for air defense. That's good. Okay. Now, doctrine. I want to make sure that we have plentiful missile storage. It'll increase our costs per month, but I do not want to have the issue of not having missile stocks be available when we need them. Never again. That's good. Night air operations. About damn time. Well, we managed to get 2 new carriers into service, which is good. Admittedly, they have arrived late for the war they were supposed to fight in, which is annoying. And now with the modern carriers in service, the older vessels... The older carriers are scrapped. Yeah, reserve those ships. And the modern Shenwus are actually pretty decent. Not perfect, but definitely better than nothing. We have our modern... I'm actually going to group these into... formations, so... A new division. It's going to be 1st Cruiser Division. It'll have 1 cruiser in it. It will be... It will have a lead division. It will have 1st Carrier Division. It will be core with that division, because it'll be escorting it. And then... Same thing here. So, new division. 2nd Cruiser Division. There we go. So, that's the other one. And then, again, same thing. So... its division role will be as a screening force for 2nd Carrier Division. Screening force for 1st Carrier Division. And basically, what that does is it means each of the carrier divisions has at least one of the cruisers that actually carry and surface-to-air missiles. But yeah, we desperately need more. We need to finish the carrier program to get 3 carriers in. No, we are not overthrowing the Dowager Empress. Not doing it. 9 additional subs? I could do with it. I could, honestly, I wouldn't say no to building more coastal electroboats. They have served us well in the last series of wars. So yeah, like, I wouldn't say no to a limited run of coastal electroboats at all. No, I think the Minister of the Navy is absolutely right on that one. I think no, I have no need for helicopters in the Navy right now. Because for some reason that I can't quite fathom, the government keeps cutting my funding after I stayed loyal to said government when people wanted to overthrow them. No, I'm not. 25? No, that's not fast enough. At all. Really isn't. I will build... Yeah, I will build you 9 additional destroyers. I could do with additional destroyer numbers in the fleet. But they've got to be cheap. They've got to be cheap destroyers. That is not a bad design, actually. Now that I think about it. No mines need to be carried. We have gas turbines, don't we? No, we don't. We do it with diesels. Diesels would actually be... Diesels would weigh slightly less, actually. Which is fine. There we go. And... there we go. That's fine. There we go. And it's a modern era destroyer. It doesn't have to really go faster than 32 knots. Not really. And that brings it down under 500 cost, which I'm absolutely fine with. Since it basically needs to carry some torpedoes, it needs to carry a very good rapid-firing... Yeah, absolutely, I will happily stay with the US in the security agreement, rather have them on my side than against my side. So we want 9 of those, and we can actually afford to build those 9 destroyers. The Department of the Navy actually gave me the budget for those ships, which is good. And then they took it away. So, yes, please raise fucking armaments expenditures. For God's sake, let me do my job. Please, I wanna... I wanna... I mean, you literally took the budget away from me I was using to build those destroyers. I cannot. I will direct blame towards Russia. Those sneaky bloody Russians. How dare they just actually exist? Yeah. If they're gonna sell me a destroyer on the cheap, sure. Like, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's acceptable. Like, you can go straight into mothballs. But yeah, it's an extra hull. I won't say no to it. At all. That just gives me just enough to resume construction on my carrier. Good lord, I just want to finish. I just want to finish my naval. I just want to finish my naval construction program. That's all I want to do. Please, can I finish my naval construction program? Pretty please. I'm about to have the full 6 carrier fleet that I want. Please, can I finish that process? Okay. The Secretary of the Navy wants 9 more coastal submarines. You know what? He can have them. He can have 9 more coastal submarines. Actually, no. Actually, no. He can have 3 medium subs. And he can have 6 coastal submarines. That's what he can have. Okay. Good. And you will be assigned to 1st Carrier Div, which means that 2nd Carrier Division, despite, you know, the successes they've had, are going into reserve. Because it's now 1st Carrier Division, with its modern carriers and modern aircraft, that will be the brunt of China's operations in the future. And we need modern cruisers. Fleet's just constantly screaming at the fucking Chinese, I need modern cruisers! Don't you understand? I need modern cruisers. It's just what I need. Please, you will give me... Yes, I need more money! And bigger dockyards. I want to replace... You will give me the ship. I mean, the French Navy has fallen considerably compared to what they were before. I mean, they did build the monstrous Victor Hugo class cruisers. But that's nothing we've not dealt with before. And I don't think that France actually has any angled flight deck carriers. No, they don't. Does anyone? Does the US? No. Does Japan? No. They do not. Yeah, absolutely. I can actually afford that. We'll send a gunboat to just get rid of those people because tensions are high, but I'm happy for them to say exactly where they are. Good. Spain, I swear to God. More destroyers, this is good. We still don't have gas turbines. That's annoying. We do have diesels, though. We can have an aluminium superstructure. That's good. And we can shrink the ships down a bit. We do have more modern 6-inch guns, which can now be dual-purposed and auto-loading. Maybe not dual-purpose guns, but definitely auto-loading. Auto-loading 5-inch guns, that's good. I'm actually going to remove the aft turret. We're going to increase the ship's missile armament to 8 missiles. And it's going to carry an aft heavy SAM battery. Of course, and the ability to carry our best radar. But we are going to drop the number of tubes from triples to... radar directed guns. Yeah, we will have those. Only 4 of them. If we've got a fully auto-loading... If we've got fully auto-loading guns, we only need 3... single mounts. Three guns, there we go. 3 auto-loading 5-inch guns, that's fine. We've got auto-loading 6-inch, 2 triples forward is fine. 36 knots should be acceptable, yeah. There we go, gangway. That'll do. Yeah, so it still gives us 4 missiles. We can carry the uniform belt strake, I would like. Which is good. I call it the... Oh. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. High cheese, fine. We need modern cruisers, and this is a chance to get them. No, I'm actually... it might... Yeah, it reduced tensions with Great Britain, which is exactly what I needed. Yep, that's fine. I will build 2 of these modern new cruisers, which is good. That brings my total cruiser build-outs to 5. And then I want to add another cruiser to the build-outs to bring us up to 6 modern cruisers being built, which will bring us up to 9 cruisers in service, which we absolutely need. No, thank you. I don't need CVLs. They really don't have much use in the late game. Are you winning? Are we winning, Captain? Kind of. Kind of. On the plus side, we've managed to get out of the whole government not funding the Navy bit. So that's good. On the downside, we did it by kinda, sorta, getting into a whole shouting match with what looks like the French. I mean, the US is still on our side, so that's something. I have to see where we go in the next 20 minutes. Because obviously with it being a weeknight and me working the things that I work, you know, I do like to have a little bit of R&R for myself in an evening. So, okay, there we go. So that is now, we have Okay, new dots completed. No, you are not cutting... 40,000 tons of dockyard space. That's something. I need more, though. Ah, there it is. That's what I wanted. Missile submarines. These things are ridiculously hilarious if you build them en masse. They will just casually obliterate enemy commerce and shipping. We love money. You just got to be... There is a little more rule. There will always be Rule the Waves 3 on this channel. Every Tuesday, pretty much, there will always be Rule the Waves 3 here. Nope, absolutely we're going to have the security agreement with the US. Completely. It's good. Okay, France and Japan have gone to war. No thank you, United States. I'm okay. I am going to dip into the red a bit more to build more... To build slightly more SSGNs. No, sorry, SSGNs, SSGs. Since building nuclear submarines would be an entirely different ball game. Yeah, that's my fucking territory. Waheiwei is my territory. Always has been. Please, France, fucking try me. You do not want this smoke, France. I can tell you this for nothing. You do not want this. Because I know how this shit ends. Honestly, yeah, no, that's fine. And there we go. The French, myself and the French are at war. All the ships in Southeast Asia are in active service because of the war, which is good. We have 6 carriers in Southeast Asia, including our 3 most modern carriers. We have the ships we need to absolutely dominate trade protection. We have modern destroyers now. We have some older corvettes. We have things for trade protection. We have carriers. We have the old stalwarts, Kangding and Sea Hai as our battleship and battlecruiser. Most importantly, however, we have the missile submarine program underway, which is really not going to be fun for the And there we go. That's that. Now, unless I'm mistaken, yeah, the problem is, and here I do speak with some authority, we have not invested in southern China nearly to the extent we've invested anywhere else. Now, luckily we do have an airfield here. Like, we do have an airfield. It is size 100. It does carry the usual numbers of aircraft. And as far as I'm aware, we absolutely do have local superiority here. Oh, I thought we did, but that is a lot of French aircraft and French ships here. That's a lot more of the French fleet than I thought there would be. Oh no, we do actually have local supremacy. And if I can hit them hard in the first days of the conflict, then in theory, that's local supremacy I'll be able to maintain. Especially if I can pull off an invasion in the opening months of the war. A convoy attack. Excellent. We are a little bit far from our air bases, which is a little bit terrifying. But it should be fine. I hope. I don't know, though. We'll have to see what happens. And I also have no idea what's escorting the convoy either. The goal here is to blow past the enemy convoy and... Right, okay. So, dodge right. Okay, yeah, those unidentifieds are... Yeah, those unidentifieds are absolutely... Yeah, those unidentifieds are absolutely enemy destroyers. So they need to be dealt with. Luckily, however, we do seem to have caught the French somewhat napping. 6 merchants. We need 6 merchants. Well then, we absolutely need to be quick about this then. Sweep through the enemy convoy. Batter the merchants as quickly as we can. And then be off and away before anything else goes wrong. Fresno is just casually tanking these missiles and going, fight me, bitch. Waltzes into a convoy, refuses to elaborate further, leaves. No, thank you. Search plane. Float planes are not required, thank you. We achieved our objective. Very good. Make maximum speed. Breakaway. There we go. Breakaway achieved. Now we have to break clear through the strait between Hainan and Guangzhou before French aircraft come looking for us. Whoops. Never mind, French aircraft have come looking for us. Oh, dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, ping high. No. Poor girl. She survived the second side of Russian war. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem with land-based aircraft. Yep, this is the thing. Land-based aircraft will just casually do this. That's how bad it gets in the missile era. Sink the Hosh. No, I'm not sinking the Hosh. That's an awful lot of our missiles coming our way. Yes, unfortunately it was. It was, as it turned out, an awful lot of missiles coming our way. Although we did achieve our objective, so technically it was a win. That was not ideal. Yes, please. I am going to throw money at the air bases in the south. Like, we need more. We need to be very careful where we pick our fights. Very careful. If it's in this area, where we're covered by... Oh, Keelung Air Base is in the north. That's fine, they can still... Well... I mean, it's definitely an idea. It would grant us more air bases, if we can pull it off. And if our carriers are there, we'll have the air cover to do it. I hope. It'll do. I'm going to ask our land-based aircraft to suppress enemy airfields. And that's okay. That's the force that we've got there. These are our carriers. Okay, so first thing, we're going to want heavy cap. We have to keep Seihei alive. She's the only ship with big enough guns to actually significantly impact enemy ground installations. She must be preserved for as long as possible. Whoa! Okay, our destroyers have decided that having zero chill is exactly what was called for. And have just mag-dumped something. Well, we are now in a use it or lose it situation, so, whatever that ship is going to get the full attention from my battlecruiser's missiles, because she's also about to be hit with missiles, so, I need to not... It's alright, Seahar's weathered worse before, she's a good old girl. She's not been killed by anything yet. She took more than this. Oh my god, the missiles. The missiles. Okay. Right, let's return fire. Okay, yeah, the missiles... The missile salvos may be, mildly hurting me. Luckily, though, I can do jet operations at night. Jesus, we've lost her. They hit her with so many fucking missiles, her fires raged away out of control, and she became rapidly unmanageable. Oh my god, that's just abysmal. That's missile age warfare for you, though. That's just kind of how it goes. I don't know why that strike package wasn't launched. It should have been. Okay. Our aircraft have found the enemy vessels. Oh my lord! Oh my god, the missiles. Oh my god! Okay, my jet attack aircraft just decided to kill everything. Literally everything. Alright! I guess that was significant enough revenge. I'm happy with that. Can we do that again? Yes. Apparently. Yes, we can. Do it again! I know we will suffer losses at night, but goddamn. If it isn't a chance to absolutely mess with them in a major way. Sink the boats. Is that... I think that radar information's accurate. They're trying to come after us. Well, that's not going to go well for them at all. Yeah, enemy. That is really not... I just noticed some of those radar blips get wiped off the map. That is not what I would term ideal. Can we do that again? Please let me do that again. I'm going to do that again with my older aircraft. Give my attack jets a chance to... Nope. I'm also going to send the attack jets, and we're just going to keep hitting this surface force at night. And especially if you consider just what the heavy bomb load of these jet attack aircraft is. It's just... It's like, it's 4,000 pounds worth of bombs or something daft. It's stupid levels of... And here comes death again. Here comes death for the French fleet again. Bad day to be a Frenchman. Yeah, this was a very bad day to be a French surface combatant. Yeah, this was a very, very bad day. And now the old piston-engined aircraft of the fleet are coming in. And they're also gonna launch missiles and other things at the enemy ship. Okay! That's brutal. That's actually brutal. Like, holy shit. That is horrifically brutal. I don't know whether to be sorry for the French or not, because they've just had a masterclass lesson in nighttime carrier operations, and I don't even know where their fucking carriers are. But it fundamentally doesn't matter where their carriers are, because their surface fleet has just been so completely and utterly ravaged by... I don't think I'm going to achieve my objective, unfortunately. Oh no, actually, I do have 4 merchants left. Okay, if I can just shepherd those 4 merchants to the objective, then we will be fine. I am looking around, and do you know what I'm not seeing? What was that report? You, sir. Carrier, carrier, cruiser, carrier, carrier. Carrier, cruiser. We might have lost a battle cruiser in this engagement, But I think we may have actually significantly degraded the French Navy's abilities in the region. And we can repair and come back for round 2, basically, when the rest of their fleet gets here. And I can basically ready my guys with heavy ordnance, guided bombs and such, and just come out and just sweep the area north of the convoy for any threats to the convoy's existence. Like, any at all. Because the one thing I'm not seeing here are any... coastal battery. Don't let them torpedo us. Enemy aircraft. So, those are light jet fighters on naval strike. Okay. Right, so... There's no way the enemy's carriers are off to the right, surely. There's no way that's where they are. I'd find that very hard to believe. Well, there's the enemy coastal battery. Yes, I would actually. I want intel on where the enemy's carriers are. What direction have you flown in from? Straight north. Which means the enemy's carriers are probably somewhere south. But where? Luckily, we do have... We're not without our escorts. We've got our light jet fighters, the battleship Kang Ding, and of course the ships that make defending our carriers possible. The Shen Wei and her refit, who will just casually loose AA missiles at the approaching jets. Because it'll be funny. Oh, nice. She nailed 2 aircraft with those medium SAMs. Very nice. Hopefully she can dodge the missiles as well. Well, Kang Ding has taken a missile, but that's literally... She takes a missile hit, she flash flies the turrets, and she just goes, so what? Kang Ding is just an absolute legend. She does not die. Kang Ding has been hit by everything you can imagine, and she just keeps going. Absolute unit of a Chinese battleship. Jesus. Okay, Fu Shihin has been hit by a missile. Oh, that's a hell of a missile, that is. That's a... Luckily, it's not started a heavy fire, but her bridge has been completely knocked out. And then a ground strike. How's she doing? That fire keeps spreading. We need to drop down to cruising speed. In fact, we need to go slower than that. If we don't slow down, she won't be able to fight that fire. Jesus, okay. Let's slow down. Alright, steady on. Okay, so I slow down and she deliberately speeds up again. It's almost like the AI is desperate just to have my ship sink. Just... You need to slow down, Fuchi Hen! Slow down! I order you to stop. Stop at once. For God's sake, slow down! Slow down! For God's sake, who's driving that carrier? Slow down! For God's sake, slow down! Your orders aren't... Okay, I'm stopping the task group. All engines stop. Nope. Yep. So the AI killed that carrier, and on that I'm fucking done for the day because that is bullshit. The AI killed that carrier because it would not slow down. I ordered it to slow down so that the fires would not burn out of control and they could be fought. The AI went, "No, thank you. I'm going to accelerate because I'm a carrier." And I'm like, just fucking this game sometimes. Yeah, that's just fucking... That takes the... That's one of my modern carriers, one of my only jet-capable carriers. That takes a lot of the win out of this battle. No matter how much damage I've inflicted to the French surface fleet, the losses that we've taken in terms of just one of our modern carriers. But we'll deal with that next week. Take care, everyone. And I'll catch you all next week. Bye-bye.